Welcome to the podcast of Where Love Touches People. Thank you for tuning in. This week, we are doing the Your Opinion section. We have invited guests with contrast perspective and they will give their thoughts on our selected topic. Hi everyone, thank you for tuning in to our podcast. My name is Zetta, your host for today. Don't forget to check out our discussion about gratefulness with Pastor Hani if you haven't. Okay guys, today we are having a discussion about working from home. Now, with the current situation, most people are working from home. But there are some people who never experienced this. So we invited two guests to see the different point of view. And the lucky two people are Catherine and Richard.
Hello.
Okay guys, would you mind introducing yourself starting from Catherine?
Hi everyone, it's so nice to be here in the famous podcast of Rock Brisbane. So my name is Catherine, so most of you might know me as Chapop. And a little bit about myself, I've been in Australia I think for 7 years, 2.5 years studying and then working since then. And I'm currently working as a financial accountant in one of the lawyer or legal firms in Brisbane CBD. I think that's a bit about me.
Okay, how about Richard?
Hi everyone, my name is Richard. I'm a tax accountant in one of the Brisbane CBD firm. I think that's all about me.
Thank you. Okay, for your information, Richard is the leader of the multimedia team and Catherine is the person behind our social media. Okay guys, the reason we call you today is because we want to discuss the work from home situation. Okay, Catherine and Richard, have you been working from home during this lockdown period?
Definitely I am. I have been working from home since middle of March. So it's been about 4 months I guess till now and I've been enjoying it so far. How about you, Richard?
I don't work from home, but I still work in the office, which is I'm also okay.
So yeah, Zetta, so we normally living home together. We're not actually in the same house, but we're just like living. No, it's actually wrong. So Richard usually picked me up and then we went to the city together because we work in the same area. So we usually just use one car to do commuting work from home. But since I'm working from home now, Richard have to work and then drive by himself to the city.
Okay guys, which one do you like better, working from home or from the office and why?
I think working in the office is still okay because if you think you work from home, there will be a lot of distraction. Working in the office means that you have all the facility and you have all your colleagues there. I think it's just easier for me work in the office rather than from home. I don't know about Catherine.
Okay, how about Catherine?
So for me, I am loving it a lot, just like McDonald's. I don't love McDonald's. I know Richard loves McDonald's so far, but yeah, I'm loving it. If you want to know, definitely I can like list all the favorite and wonderful things that I can do from home in terms of working, of course. So like everyone know, the terms of flexibility, everyone must know that you can do everything. You can do your house chores and everything from home, like putting your clothes to the washing machine and everything while working from home as well. So other than that, it's also about cutting the commuting time. So we usually spend around like 2 hours going back and forth from the office and to home. And then I can do like more sleeping, and then I can cut the parking and the fuel cost as well. So it's a huge savings for me. And also like other things like cozy clothes, I can do no makeup. So great savings as well over there. And also probably no office distractions. Like when other people is gossiping, I was like into their gossip, like not focusing on my work. stuff like, oh, I have another things that I realize myself, like we nowadays we have like a daily meeting within our like finance group. So we usually done this before like a monthly or a weekly basis. So now because this is done in a daily basis, I know what it is like the workload for my other team members. So I can ask for if there are any other things that I can help with. And so yeah, it's a huge help to my finance teams as well, to one another. So it's been great, Zetta.
Okay. Richard, do you want get something?
Yeah, I actually worked from home once. I did a swab test, I think, a couple of weeks ago, and I have to work from home for a couple of days before getting the result. Working from home, I think sometimes it's just too hard if half of your work it's still in the office. But I think if you prepare it beforehand, it probably okay. But at that time, I was kind of like, you have to work from home. And in terms of like setup, I probably have like enough equipment, but you can't talk to your colleague, and for me, it's just a bit hard.
So I think what's the difference between myself and Richard is not only the equipment, but the base of work as it is. Like Richard work most of the time the work papers are generally a literal paper, while mine is all cloud based. So I don't really need any work paper at all. I can work from the computer itself. And for me, I have the work from home setup already in my house. So I have 2 monitors, the office chair, and then the office desk. And also I just bring home the laptop dock, and then the laptop, and then the headset. So it's pretty good setup in my home already.
Okay. So, we all know that here in Brisbane, Australia, the restriction is easing. Retail stores are opening up, gathering with 100 people is being allowed again, though still with social distancing measures. With that in mind, what do you think the new normal will be like in terms of working?
I guess the new normal will be just everyone getting more hygiene, and then more cleaning time, washing their hands more often, and then bring their Dettol or other like cleaning liquid, and also just like probably having themselves distancing from each other, like 1.5 meter distance, and probably just getting the habit of like mind each other when they are doing the shopping and stuff. Yeah. So probably it won't be back to the old environment, but it's not too bad as well, I guess. Yeah. What do you think, Richard?
I think it will be quite different, because in some industry it probably about the same, but in some industry they will have a huge changes in terms of their sales, in terms of their processing, and everything is different now. And with the restriction in place right now, everyone has to think twice what they need to do and what needs to be done. And I think changes is not the best.
Now, can you tell me how about the life hack for those who work from home?
I don't have any sort of life hack, if it is a life hack, but for me, I usually listen to Indonesian music radio, like in the morning, so it makes my time like faster in terms of working. Like you can't really do this at work unless you use AirPod and then you cover it with your hair, so you can't let other people see it. But yeah, I usually listen to Prambors Radio. Oops, I think this is like an advertisement, but yeah, it's usually start just exactly on the right time that I want. Okay. So it started at 9 o'clock Brisbane time and then finished at 12 or 1 o'clock. So it's just my break or lunchtime, which is exactly perfect to what I want, because after my lunchtime, it's just like time just flies, literally.
Okay. Now, during this pandemic, any tips for everyone who still work from office? Maybe Richard?
I think the biggest difference is in the office, we have a lot of COVID environment protocol. We have to move seat, and then the hand sanitizer everywhere, and you can't use like cup anymore. You have to use disposable cup. And I think other than that, just make sure that you wash your hand when you enter office and go out. Maybe the other thing is you wash your clothes when you get home. Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay. Do you guys get any support from your company during this pandemic? Or Richard, before you back to office, do you have support or do you get support from your company?
I don't think I have like a very specific support. Like obviously they provide you like access to their database and that kind of stuff, and they gave you like the Zoom and just normal stuff. I don't think there is like a very specific support in terms of work. I know Catherine has a lot of support from the company.
Okay, Chapop, can you tell me what you get the support from your company?
So based on what Richard said about database, they already set up a very rigorous IT security. Like they are setting up like a software in our laptop, like where we can't connect to the internet unless we connect to their system first.
Okay.
Like that sort of stuff. So it's pretty new for me.
Yeah.
But other than that, for like my mental health, well-being, and then my benefit as an employee, they provide with a very, for me, it's a special. I think I should be thankful for all those benefits. Like you can do a one-on-one chat with psychology counselor, and it's free. So if you have like
Wow.
a problem probably with anxiety from working from home too much, and other than like depression and stuff, you can talk to them and then they can give you like advice. And
Okay.
also they do like a yoga or Pilates class.
I use the yoga and Pilates.
Of course, it's
Okay.
it's during like the work hours as well.
Do you enjoy it?
Definitely, it's actually just like 30 minutes sort of work,
Okay.
like workshop, but it's very helpful for us. Specifically, like for the stretching sort of yoga, it really helps me because I was like very. I don't know, my back pain sometimes hit me, like because you're just sitting in front of the screen for like a long period of hours, like 8 of hours straight, like without walking. Like sometimes you miss those of kind of walking from your office desk and then to other people's desks as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I've been great so far with all those support from my company. I've been grateful. Yeah.
Wow, that's very good from company. Okay, after about 4 months working at home, what do you miss from working from office, Chapop?
So, just like I said before, probably I miss walking from my parking lot to the office. Just because, like, right now, from my bed to my office desk, it's just like 1 meter. Like, yeah, definitely. Like, I miss my weight back then. I'm just like gaining weight, man, just because, like, you're just sitting there, eating, and then working, just using literally your hand to work, like, touching the keyboard, typing and stuff. Sometimes just your mouth to eat, and then less of your brain to think. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, literally just need more workout and probably miss the people.
Yeah.
I guess that's me.
Okay. What are some new things that you learn while working from home? Maybe start from Chapop.
The new things is probably how to prioritize work, because no one really looking at you to work or not. So if you're not working, you can do other things and no one really gonna judge you because no one knows literally.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's important to prioritize your work so no work gonna left behind. So you're still on top of everything. And yeah, I think that's the most important thing that I learned during this like time.
Okay, how about you, Richard? Before you go back to the office.
Well, I only worked 2 days at home, so I didn't learn a lot. But what I can think is, I think a lot of people of a lot of businesses doesn't even think that working from home is actually working. I mean, like, it's not the traditional thinking, like, if you work from home, there is a lot of distraction and things might not get done. And but for now, obviously, everything goes well. A lot of people working from home, and
Yeah.
I think a lot of like the service firm, like both of us, is actually increase in terms of the productivity um, and it is quicker to get things done as well.
Yeah. Okay. Any fun experience or interesting story while working from home?
I definitely have some, but the one that I can remember right now is when I oversleep during my work hours. So I think I missed my alarms like 3 times already. So I usually start work at 8:15, but
Yep.
then I realized when I woke up it's already 10 o'clock. And what's so funny is I usually have a 9 o'clock daily meeting, so
Yeah.
I definitely miss them. And no one from my works know where I'm about, so they just know that I'm missing in action. So I called my boss, my manager, and then want to tell him that I was overslept. Like, I was so sorry that I overslept, but the internet connection is actually bad,
Yep.
so he couldn't really hear me. So they thought that I couldn't log in those 2 hours period. So it's pretty a blessing in disguise for me that I can just oversleep. But I do cover the work that
Okay,
I
that's
slept
good.
though. So don't judge me, people.
Okay.
I just remember I have another funny experience that I've got while working from home. This is what you call the miscommunication with the chat. So when you are typing and you have like different tone from like what you actually mean. So I was in like a group meeting through a video call, like Microsoft Team meeting. And then after the meeting concluded, I was chatted by one of the senior accountant. And then she said, "Oh, I missed you." I was like, okay, she missed me. But then I forgot that it missed with an ED, not just miss. But I realized it long after that. So I already replied, "I miss you too."
Oh no.
And then after I tried to read it again, I just realized, oh no, I miss, as in I miss you in the team meetings, not actually missing you as a person. I was like, God, if I can just like go back in time and just like not doing this. But yeah, that's one of the awkward moments when you're just miscommunicating through a chat. Don't do this, Zetta. Don't do this.
Now, how does it affect your life? Physically, spiritually, or emotionally? Maybe start from Richard.
I think it's a wake up call for us to not take everything for granted, because we always think work is just work, like every Sunday night everyone will kind of think, oh, I have to work tomorrow and that kind of stuff. And for me, the last 4 months, I'm very grateful that I still have work, and I do have the opportunity to actually go out and have some work. And in terms of work itself, it's just very busy. I don't know about Catherine.
So for me, physically, I'm pretty, physically, it's not as well as when you were working from the office, just because you're lacking of walking and then do some stretching like when you are at work. But like inside my head, I know I should be thankful and grateful for the situation that I'm currently in. Like, I know maybe not a lot of people will be experiencing like the benefit of working from home. Probably from my friends' experience, it might be pretty stressful to literally just stay at home all the time. But thankfully, me and Richard already have experience from working from home from previous years' experience. So we are okay. But for other people that might be not used to or not usually working from home, it might be a difficult time for them. So I will just say to them, hang in there. This shall pass too. And if you need any help, don't forget to reach out. So yeah, I'm very grateful.
I think one more thing that I just remember while I was doing this swab test the other day, I have to stay at home, and I didn't work from home for the last 4 months. So it's working from home is new thing, and during the 8:30 to 5, everything goes normal. You just work, and then the time just pass. But after that, it's actually different because you kind of stuck on like your room basically or your house, and you can't go anywhere. I can't imagine how people quarantine themselves for 2 weeks in a hotel room.
Okay, the last question for you guys. What is your future working plan?
I think because I didn't work from home, everything was just like normal. Like it's already business as usual with obviously COVID protocol. I think for my industry, it's pretty common to work from home, to be honest. I think my industry is going to that way. Everything is electronic. However, my company is still kind of half-half. So it's you can't really work from home for now. But I think everyone is going to that way anyway.
So, what's the future of my work? A good question. So, I think my company it's already have a long-term plan regarding how this procedure of working back to the office. So, for myself, I can literally work most of the time from home. So they ask me just to stay at home while I can. But because I'm working in a legal firm, some of the legal stuff like the paralegal and other senior paralegal stuff, they are already working from the office because they have like such a big like bunch of paperwork they need. So they have to work from the office. That's why hence the finance department have to work from home. So I don't have like the exact date that I have to come back from, from work from home to the office. But they actually already planned for us to go back in August, but then it get postponed again from the Anastasia Palaszczuk, like trying to postpone everything. And then, so what's their plan is once we get back to work, we will have a working from home arrangement, which is a maximum of 2 days working from home and 3 days from the office. And then they will take a look at a 6 months period. So if it's working, this will be a permanent basis. So I hope it's not only 2 days, minimum 3 days for me it's working. Or I can work all the time from home. That's what I hope. But for me, working from home is such a rare opportunity. Like it's never a cross in my mind that I will be working from home like this. So it's been a really great opportunity, I guess, just not just for me, but for everyone else. Yeah, maybe someday we can work only 4 days and then get 3 days weekend, probably, I hope.
If you have the choice of which one do you choose, working from home or from the office? Okay, start from Richard.
Okay, I think I will still choose work from the office because working from home is just too many distractions, I think.
Okay.
And the nature of my industry as well, you have to meet client, and I think it's just way easier to work in the office rather than at home because you have to keep like your professionalism and that kind of stuff. I would prefer to work in the office, but I like this kind of environment where a lot of people work from home because there will be no traffic. Parking is also cheaper. But I prefer work from the office rather than from home. I know Chapop will like work from home.
Okay, we'll listen from Chapop now.
Surprise, surprise. Yes, I am. I am really enjoying my time working from home. So yeah, if I have the options to extend my working from home time, definitely I will just stay at home.
Okay, guys, after listening to the two, I think each working situation has its own pros and cons. But no matter work from home or from the office, you should always do your best and be grateful. That's all for today. Thank you for Chapop and Richard for coming here and share your experience with us. See you again on the next podcast because we are coming up every Wednesday at 8 a.m. So please check us out in your free time throughout the week. Bye bye.